If y'all have ever been in one of my classes, you know I love my spirit animal cards. So I'm going to draw us a spirit animal card before we get going to see what spirit animal has in store for us the day after Thanksgiving. Just a little word of wisdom. Okay, let's do this one. Elk. Ooh, I love that. I've been seeing all the big deer around here with the big antlers. I'm in Dripping Springs, Texas, so we have lots of antlered deer right now. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect you deserve. Oh, I like that. Good. Okay. So let's just come to a nice seated position. So grab your blanket if you want to sit on that. Just get centered here for a few moments. So just get into a comfy, easy pose or maybe half lotus and sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and take them back down the spine. And then take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Filling up your lungs all the way. Take it nice and slow so you really stretch everything out. And then exhale through the mouth nice and slow as well, pushing every last drop out of your lungs. And then we'll do that a couple of times on our own, filling up completely. And as you exhale, feel yourself settle into your mat. Let go of any outside thoughts. Maybe you have things you need to do later today or thinking about stuff that you did yesterday. Let all of that go. This is our time to just be right here on our mats in the present moment, focusing on what's going on inside the body and letting outside thoughts pass. Let's do one more deep inhale. When you think you can't scoop in enough air anymore, get in a little bit more. And as you exhale, feel yourself relaxing. Feel the tightness leave parts of your body. Feel yourself grounding into your mat and letting go of things that will not serve you for the next hour. When you feel ready, let's transition to the Ujjayi breath, in through the nose and out through the nose, with a slight constriction in the back of the throat, as if you were fogging a mirror, but the lips are sealed. So you feel this vibration back here. Using this breath to calm the nervous system. Using this breath to keep you present when the mind starts to wander. Taking a moment in gratitude that we have a way to connect virtually. It's been such a blessing these past several months to be able to still maintain our practice in our home safely. We feel good and we made it to our mats today, and that's a lot to be grateful for. Just settle in for a moment longer. Go ahead and take your gaze all the way to the right, nice and slow, and take it as far as you can or as far as the neck allows. And then go ahead and take it all the way to the left. Just checking in, we'll kind of do a body scan, check in, take it all the way to the right. See how that neck feels. And then take it all the way to the left. Good. And then bring it back to center. And then go ahead and take your hands and interlace them back behind the base of your skull here. Bring your elbows forward, sit up nice and tall, and then let your elbows drop. Feeling a good stretch in the back of the neck down into the shoulder blades. Relax your jaw. You can give it a wiggle or two side to side. And then let your teeth part and let the tongue rest softly in your mouth. And then go ahead and release those hands. Bring your gaze up. Maybe take another little side to side. And then maybe a little roll. Good. And then let's take the left ear to meet the left shoulder. Use your left hand to gently pull. You can take that right arm long, or you can even weave it back behind your low back. And if you want, you can tilt your chin towards your shoulder, just kind of gently seeing where you need that stretch. And then breathe right there. And then go ahead and release that. Bring your gaze up. Good. And then we'll take it to the right hand on top of your head. Maybe you tilt that chin forward, depending on where you need the stretch in your neck. Maybe taking the left arm long or weaving it back behind. And breathe. Good. And then go ahead and release that. Beautiful. Let's take some full body rolls. So if you want to, whatever position feels good to you to take a full body roll, sometimes it's nice to put a little anchoring foot right here. We're going to inhale, bring that chest forward. And exhale, round the spine, separate those shoulder blades. Inhaling forward. And if you find a spot and it feels good and you want to hang out there for a breath, feel free to do that. Just loosening up the low back. Inhale forward. And exhale as you round. And then swirl in the opposite direction. Good. Pausing if you find a spot. Exhale round. Take it around one more time. Inhale forward. And exhale round. Beautiful. And then just come on back to neutral. Good. Let's take some eagle arms. Stretch out those shoulders a little bit. So let's open up those arms nice and wide. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Big inhale. And exhale, weave the right arm underneath the left and start to make your twist. Maybe the twist is right here because your shoulders are tight. Maybe you connect all the way up to your hands. It's entirely up to you. Bring those elbows up. Inhale forward. We're going to do some cat-cows. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, bring those elbows up. Exhale, round. Curl that tailbone under too. Work that low back. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, bring those elbows up. Feel those shoulders separate. And exhale, round. Good. Bring it on up. Take a big inhale as you open up and expand. Wiggle those fingertips. And then place the hands down. Good. Before we take it to the other side, give the shoulders a rest. Let's just take a quick spinal twist. Take that left hand to your right knee. Bring the right hand back behind you. You can gaze over that right shoulder. You can just look straight ahead, depending on how your neck feels. Spinal twists are great for digestion. Great thing to do after you've had a big Thanksgiving meal. Good. Take an inhale and exhale. Take that twist all the way to the left. Right hand on left knee, gazing back behind or just straight ahead. Relax your jaw. Give it a wiggle or two if you like. Relax your brow. Take an inhale and exhale, bring it back around. Nice. Okay, let's take that eagle arms to the left. Open up your arms on the inhale. Exhale, weave the left arm underneath the right. Make your connection, maybe here, maybe all the way up. Inhale, bring those elbows up. Exhale, round the spine. Crunch those elbows in, feel those shoulders separate. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale, bring those elbows up. Exhale, round. Two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Nice deep inhale. And exhale into your cat. Bring those elbows up. Take a big inhale. And exhale, plant the hands. Good. Maybe give your neck another little twist or do a little shoulder shrug. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and send our legs straight out. I'm going to come this way so y'all can see me. We're just going to take a seated forward fold. I usually like to double up my blanket here. I've got, if you have tight hamstrings or low back pain, sitting up on a blanket is super helpful. I also usually have a pretty generous bend in my knees when I first get going. Everything's kind of tight in the morning, so whatever you can do to protect your low back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, forward fold. You can even grab your strap if you want to. Let it be soft, let it be gentle. Never wanting to force this pose. Just let things open up naturally. And breathe. Good. Let's go ahead and roll it on up. Let's inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to namaste. Beautiful. I'm going to turn back this way. We're going to keep our our right leg out. Take a little half butterfly. Hug that left foot to your inner thigh. Take the right leg out. Can be close in or as far out as it feels good to you. Square your hips over to that right leg. Again, a little bend in the knee if you need it. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, forward fold. If you have your blocks, sometimes it's nice to just put your forearms right here on your blocks. Send your breath all the way down that right hamstring. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and roll it on up. We're going to inhale this left arm up, bring it back behind you, hike up on this left knee, and just give yourself a nice little side stretch. Good. And then exhale, lower down. And then go ahead and grab your right leg. You can even take your strap here if you want. Bring it up and take it across, rolling to the outer edge of that foot. Give yourself a nice little IT band stretch right down here. And breathe. Sit up nice and tall. Good. And then go ahead and hug it in. Take a little rock the baby, hug around your knee, hug around your foot. Get a nice deep hip compression here. Beautiful. And then go ahead and place that foot down, and we'll take it to the left. Extend that left leg long, hug the right foot to your inner thigh. Sit up on your blanket if you have one. Square your hips over to that left leg, a little bend in the knee. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Again, if you have your blocks and you like to rest your forearms. Resisting the urge to pull ourselves or force the stretch, just let your breathing help you open. As you hold the pose, things start to stretch. And as you exhale, you may take the fold just a millimeter deeper each time. Let your cheeks be heavy. Soften the jaw. Good. We'll go ahead and roll it on up. We're going to take that right arm back behind us. Push yourself up on that right knee and extend that left arm up and overhead. And then lower it on down. And then pick the left foot up. You can use your strap if you like and just guide the leg across. Maybe you rotate that foot outward so you really stretch all the way into the ankle. Good. And then go ahead and hug it in. We'll rock the baby. Stretching out all those muscles back behind the hip, behind the leg. Good. And then go ahead and lower it. Let's take one more seated fold while we're here. Let's take bound angle or butterfly. So bring the soles of the feet to touch. If you have super tight hip flexors, you can always place your blocks underneath your knees. Give yourself a little support there. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Opening up the hips. Send your breath into those hip flexors. Feel the low back stretch out. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and roll on it. Let's inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to namaste. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to namaste. One more time. Big reach, big stretch. Exhale, hands to namaste. Nice. Okay, let's come on into tabletop. Come on into your tabletop. If you have your blanket and you like to use it for your knees, go ahead and grab that. Hips are over our knees. Shoulders tracking the elbows and the wrists. We'll do some cat-cows. Your toes can be curled under or they can be flat. It's kind of a personal preference thing. Inhale, bring that gaze forward, drop the belly, push the tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, round the spine, curl the tailbone under. Separate the shoulder blades as you push the mat away. Inhale forward and exhale round. And y'all just kind of take that on your own for a few breaths. Inhaling into your cow, really feel those abdominal muscles stretch out. And exhale, round to your cat, loosening up the spine, separating the shoulder blades. If you find any little spots and you want to hang out there for a breath or two, feel free. Inhale forward. Exhale round. You can wiggle the hips from side to side. You can push all the way back into a child's pose, whatever you need. Take maybe two more and we'll meet back in neutral. Beautiful. Y'all look great. Inhale forward to your cow. Exhale round to your cat. Very nice. Very nice. Good. Okay, so let's come on back to our neutral tabletop and go ahead and extend that right leg long. Press into the ball of the foot. Give yourself a nice calf stretch here. Good, and then release that. And then extend the left leg long, press into the ball of the left foot, giving yourself a nice calf stretch. Sometimes we don't get to our calves. We do a lot of stuff around our thighs and our hips, and sometimes the lower part of our leg gets ignored. Good, and then come on forward. We're gonna take some bird dogs. So let's extend that right arm all the way long. We're gonna push the left foot back. Now you can always just keep your foot on the ball, planted on the floor if your balance is not quite where you want it to be this morning. But if you want to join me, go ahead and lift that left leg, keep the toes pointed down, take an inhale, exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Let's go ahead and extend on this one. We're going to hold it right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crunch it in. And then come back to neutral. Beautiful. Take a quick cat-cow. Just reset. Good. And then we'll take it on the left side. So extend that left arm long. You can stay right here and just hold your balance. You can stay right here and hold your balance. Or if you want to join me, take a big inhale and exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Use those core muscles. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Last one, we're going to hold it. Inhale, hold it right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and crunch it in. Beautiful. Come on back to neutral. Take another cat-cow. Beautiful. Let's push back into child's pose. Bring those big toes to touch. Spread those knees nice and wide. Sit back on your heels and extend your arms all the way up to the top of the mat. Just come into your child's pose and just breathe. Turn that Ujjayi breath back on. Lower the heart rate from our bird dogs. Lower, calm the nervous system. That's the beautiful thing about yoga. We teach ourselves how to bring everything back down on our own. Maybe rock the forehead on the ground. Relax the muscles around your hips. Really let them sink into your heels. Go ahead and walk those fingertips to the right side of the mat, gently pushing the hips to the left. You can even take the left hand on top of the right, extending the stretch. Take an inhale. And exhale, take it all the way to the left, gently pushing your hips to the right, taking the right hand on top of the left if you want. Let your cheeks be heavy. Relax your hips. Relax the muscles in your legs. Take an inhale. And exhale, bring it back to center. Good. Let's go ahead and peel. Take the right arm, take it underneath the left. We're going to do a little thread the needle. You can keep the left arm extended all the way up to the top of the mat, or you can weave it back behind. Maybe bring it to your low back or to that right thigh. Breathe into your right shoulder. Good. Go ahead and unwind from that. Peel the right arm long, and then weave the left underneath the right. I'm going to wait here with y'all because my earpiece is in my left ear. I don't want it to turn off. Maybe you take the right arm back behind your low back or inner thigh. Good. And then we'll go ahead and come on out from there. And then come to your forearms and just tuck your knees underneath your abdomen and sit back into a traditional child's pose. Bring your arms by your side, bring your forehead to the mat. And breathe right here. And then go ahead and grab your ankles. Keep your head, the crown of your head towards the mat, your head dropped. Lift your hips and low back, coming into rabbit pose. Stretching out that back. Good. And then release. And then bring those hands in front. We're going to come all the way back up into our tabletop. And we're going to take a heart chakra pose. So keep your hips pointed up to the sky. Walk those hands all the way out until your chest and your forehead melt to the mat. Get a good stretch down the side body into the shoulders. And then go ahead and take your hands in prayer, bring them back behind your head, and press the elbows into the mat, giving yourself a nice tricep stretch. Good, and then release that. Bring your forearms to the ground. We're gonna walk your feet out just a little bit. We're gonna push ourselves up into a forearm plank. So come on into your forearm plank. You can always have your knees dropped here. We're just gonna hold it right here for about, let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower the knees and lower all the way down. Getting a little bit of core work in. Just bring your arms by your side. Take a little rest. Maybe give your hips a wiggle. Maybe send those feet up into the air and give yourself a windshield wiper. Beautiful. Let's do some low back, some lumbar spine things. So bring your hands by your chest. We're going to take our cobras. Bring your hands by your chest. I feel like my camera's a little back my mat up here, just a hair. Okay, hands by the chest, elbows are tucked into our side. Tops of feet meet the floor. Glutes, thighs are relaxed. We're using our core, we're using our abdominal muscles here to pull ourselves up, little baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Relax the glutes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one here, we're gonna hold it. Keep those elbows tucked. Hold it right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Take a little rest. Maybe wiggle those hips. Good. Let's go ahead and take a locust. So we'll keep our arms extended all the way down. We're going to lift off the feet and the arms here. Let's go ahead and lift off. Hold your locust right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower down. Wiggle the hips. Maybe kick those feet. That locust felt good. Let's take another one. Get ready. Go ahead and lift off. Hold it right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower. Nice. Good. Might as well take a bow since we're here. If you don't want to take a bow, you'd rather just take a locust or even a cobra, you're welcome to do that. If you want to join me with a bow, go ahead and grab that right ankle. Go ahead and grab the left. And we're going to lift off. Keep those knees even. Hold it right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower on down. Oh, it's good to get strengthen those muscles in your lumbar spine area. Let's take that right arm out into a T. We call this pose twisted wing in yin. Take the right arm out into a T. Use your left hand. If you want to have a blanket underneath that right arm too, sometimes that's nice if you're on a hard floor. Use that left hand to push yourself up and roll back on top. The left leg can come back behind. You can also reach with your left hand for your left ankle and take a quad stretch here. So we're opening up the front of the shoulder on the right side. The more, if you have a tight shoulder and it feels really intense, just bring the arm a little bit closer to your body. If you want to intensify the stretch, just bring it more perpendicularly straight out across. If you have a blanket, sometimes it's nice to put your head on one or a block. And just breathe right here. A lot of times we stretch the backs of our shoulders. We don't get into that front part. This is a nice deep compression of the shoulder joint too. Relax your jaw. You can give it a wiggle. Relax the muscles in that right arm. Good. If you're taking a quad stretch, go ahead and release the leg. And then gently unwind. Take it nice and slow. This can be a pretty intense pose. Bring the arm by your side and just rest. I'm going to turn this way. Go ahead and take that left arm out into a T. Use your right hand to push yourself up and roll back on top. Maybe you swing the right leg back around. Maybe you take a quad stretch. Adjusting the arm where it feels most beneficial to you. And it could look completely different on this side. Shoulders are a pretty big area where one side is more tight than the other, maybe because of injury or just overuse. So just close your eyes and notice without judgment, and do what feels right for your body, not what your brain tells you to do or the way you think it should look. It feels right to you. Good. Go ahead and release that leg. Bring that, come on, back flat. Maybe bring the arms up and rest your chin on your hands. Take your legs about mat width apart and turn your feet outward for a little crocodile pose. And just rest. And notice how the shoulders feel. How does your low back feel? It feels so good to get blood moving, energy moving in there. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring our hands by our chest. We're going to push ourselves up. Let's come all the way up to our knees. Grab your blanket if you need a little knee support. I'm going to back my camera up just a hair to make sure that y'all can see me. Okay, here we go. We're going to come all the way up to our knees. I hope my head's not cut off. I use my iPhone, so it's kind of hard to tell. So we're going to come all the way up to our knees. Let's take a camel pose since we did that low back work earlier and see how that feels. So you can curl your toes under here. Take your fists, bring them around to your low back. Really open up the chest and shoulders. Open up, peel those elbows back and towards each other. And then start to lean back. And if you're feeling it and you want to reach back for your ankles, you're welcome to. You can let your head drop back if you want. It's up to you. Good. And then come on up nice and slow. Just take a little mini child's pose. Counter stretch. Beautiful. And then go ahead and roll up. Take a gate pose now. So take that right leg out. Have your hip tracking that left knee. And we're going to inhale the left arm up to the sky and side bend over to the right. Keep your hips neutral, keep your neck neutral. We're really just wanting to bend the side body. And breathe. Getting a good stretch all the way down the left side. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant the left hand. Extend the right arm long. You can stay right here, or you can lift that right leg up. Little modified half moon. Keep the right foot flexed. Good. And just hold it right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Rise back up. Take it in another little side bend, counter pose, and lower. Very nice. Bring that right leg in. Take your left leg out. Get yourself adjusted. Make sure that right knee is directly under your right hip. Get nice and even and centered for balance. Inhale that right arm up to the sky. And exhale, side bend left. Keep spiraling the right shoulder open. Keep your hips neutral. Don't let your head, drop like that. Keep it nice and even. Boy, you can feel that stretch from your shoulder all the way into your leg. Moving all sorts of energy and getting blood flowing to all the lymph nodes and stuff that runs down the side body. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant the right hand. You can stay right here if you want. Open up the left arm. If you want to join me in lifting that left leg, you can. Keep the foot flexed. You want to look back and still be able to see your big toe. You don't want that leg to go back behind or too far forward. Kind of gets your back wonky. Hold it right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rise back up. Take a little side stretch. And then lower. Very nice. Okay. So I'm going to come back this way. Let's take a dragon pose. So from here, take that right foot and bring it all the way up. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot though. So you're going to heel toe that right foot out. Start stretching that left leg back. Maybe you have a blanket underneath that left knee. Maybe you roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Maybe you're right up here, getting a good stretch in the psoas. So this is dragon pose and there's lots of variations. So you are welcome to take whichever version you like. Maybe you have your blocks. Maybe you lower all the way to forearms. Maybe you take it into a twist. It's up to you. Just spend a few breaths here, deciding what you need. Stretching out the psoas on the left, opening up the hip flexor on the right. Relax your jaw. Relax your brow. And breathe. Bringing your awareness to your breathing if the mind is wandering. Staying committed to being present on your mat. Good. Let's go ahead and press ourselves up. We're going to heel toe that foot so it's on the inside of our hands. And we're just going to sit back into a little half split here. You can have your blocks. Sometimes having your blocks is nice. Give your hands a little rest. Good. Let's go ahead and walk those hands up. Plant your hands, curl the back toes under and pop that back knee up. Send the right leg back and just take a little downward dog. Maybe stretch that leg out. Shake it out. Good. And then we'll go ahead and step the left foot up. Heel toe it out. Your hands are on the inside of your left foot. And then decide which version of dragon you want to take. Maybe you're right here. Maybe you're taking it into a twist. Maybe it looks completely different on this side than it did on the other because of whatever hip thing you have going on. Just listen to your body and decide what you need. Good. Let's go ahead and press ourselves up. We're going to heel toe the left foot so it's in between our hands and sit back for your half split. Beautiful. And then go ahead and walk those hands up. Curl the back toes under, pop the back knee up. Send that left leg up to the sky. Shake it out. Good. And then let's just come all the way down to our backs. Let's come all the way down to our backs. Grab your strap. We're going to do some leg stretches here. But first, well, when you get down here, just go ahead and take a nice full body stretch. And then hug into a ball. Maybe rock around a little. Beautiful. And then just take that right ankle on top of the left knee and hug in around your left leg, maybe the inner thigh, maybe the shin. And just give yourself a little piriformis stretch, little figure four. You can gently lean to the left as well and kind of intensifies the stretch. And then go ahead and unwind and just take it over. Left ankle on top of right knee, maybe gently leaning to the right. Keep relaxing that jaw and your brow. Good. And then we'll go ahead and unwind. Plant those feet, maybe heel toe them out, mat width apart, take a little windshield wiper. Good. And then go ahead and grab your strap. We're going to do our leg stretches to finish up the class. Now, if you have a blanket, my new thing, for years I didn't do this, and it's just my new thing. Placing a blanket underneath your low back. I usually have it pretty thick. When you do your leg stretches, it just really, if you have low back pain or super tight hamstrings like me, placing a nice thick rolled up blanket under your lumbar spine is a game changer. Take that strap around your right foot and extend that leg straight up to the sky, keeping the foot flexed. Staying present on the mat, letting outside thoughts pass. Good. And let's go ahead and take that leg all the way out to the right. I'm not going to do it because I think my screen's too close. I don't want to knock it over. Just open up that leg all the way to the right. Get a good inner thigh stretch. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that left leg up. The right leg up. Take the strap in your left hand and guide the leg across and over to the left. Try and keep those hips squared to the mat. Really just wanting to stretch the leg, not take it all the way into like a spinal twist. Just really stretching the leg and the IT band that runs all the way down the outside of that right leg. Beautiful. And then go ahead and bring that strap back across. Take it back in your right hand or just hug around that right foot and take yourself into a half happy baby. And then go ahead and release. And then bring the left leg in, take the strap around the left foot and extend it straight up to the air, keeping the foot flexed. It looks great. Love these stretches. I always tell myself, do this sequence every day. I never do, of course, but 5 minutes, do your leg stretches. Maybe that'll be my New Year's resolution. And then take it out to the left, opening up, keeping those hips square to the mat, stretching the inner thigh. And then we're going to bring the strap up, take it across, over to the right. And then we'll take it back up and hug it in for half happy baby. Good. And then go ahead and release that. And then take another full body stretch. I'm peeking it. Take another full body stretch. Maybe hug into a ball. Take whatever little movements or deep breaths you need to take. And then it's time for Shavasana. So if you have your blocks, one of my favorite Shavasanas is this heart opener, block on medium, block on low. The medium goes behind your head, the low behind your chest. Take your legs in bound angle or straight, whatever you need. Take your Shavasana pose however you like it. Relax your brow, your eyelids. The eyeballs sink into the socket. Let go of any tension in your jaw, in your neck. Let your shoulders and your arms be heavy to the floor. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your belly and the muscles down your spine, and then your abdomen are relaxed. Let go of any tension in your hips, and your thighs, down through your knees, and your calves and feet and toes. Everything is nice and still for Shavasana. And start to bring your awareness back to the room. You can wiggle the fingers and toes. You can rotate the ankles and the wrists. You can hug into a ball, roll over to one side. And if you want to make your way up to a comfortable seat, you can, or you can stay right where you are. Just keep your eyes closed and bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in your practice this morning. It's an honor to be a part of your day. I am grateful that y'all choose to do the most important thing you can do, which is come to your mat, take care of your body and mind, and transmit loving yoga energy to the world. Have a wonderful day until we see each other again. Namaste.